Hello everyone, today I will be teaching you how to make Dal Makhani. For the ingredients we will need black urad dal. I have taken around 150 grams and a little bit of red kidney beans or rajma. I have taken around 15 grams, 15 to 20 grams. Now for the traditional recipe, ideally we don't use the red kidney beans. Most of the hotels in India, the 5-star hotels, they don't use the red kidney beans. But it has become a popular culture in North India to add red kidney beans to Dal Makhani. So that is why I have added the rajma. Now I'll need tomato puree. I've shown one, but I'll need the puree of around 3 large tomatoes for this recipe. And then again I'll need ginger and garlic, which I'll turn into paste, the ginger garlic paste. For the whole spices, the initial tadka for the gravy, I'll need bay leaf or tej patta, badi ilaichi or black cardamom, and cloves or long. And for the powdered spices, I need Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric powder, jeera powder, garam masala, salt, pepper, and in the end I'll finish it with some toasted and crushed kasuri methi. And these are the two magical ingredients which will make any dal makhani great. The first one is butter. We'll need a lot of butter and a lot of cream. Then I'll cook everything in oil, and obviously I'll need some water. Now to start the recipe, I'll just add the lentils or the dals into a bowl and soak them in water. Add a lot of water, and there is just one thing that I'll need to do, is that I'll need to rub them with the palm of my hands. What that does is it makes them cleaner, which will result in a really nice color in the end, and any dirt that might have been there, it will come out. A good rub them for around 30 to 40 seconds depending on the quantity. If you have a large quantity, you need to rub them for around 5 minutes, right? As you can see, the dirt is already coming out, right? Now I will soak them overnight, ideally 8 to 9 hours, but if you are making it in the morning, it's advisable to soak them overnight. If it's winter, right, if the weather is cold, this won't work. Then you have to add warm water or hot water, otherwise they won't like swell up, right? The purpose of soaking them is to make them moist again, right? The lentils are dried and then packaged, so soaking them overnight will make them puff up a little, right? So I'll soak them overnight and then I'll boil them till they are cooked through, right? And or you can cook them in pressure cooker. For this much quantity, just 4 whistles will do. Now as you can see, I have pureed the tomatoes and the ginger garlic, and I have also boiled the dals. Now what I will do is I will strain the dals, right? For that I'll keep this aside and bring a strainer and a bowl here. Now I have boiled the dals with some salt, right? It helps to cook them faster. A lot of people add what do you say, baking soda. You don't need to add that if you are using a pressure cooker, but if you are in a hurry, you can do so, but it is not advisable to do so. But so only do it in an emergency case. So this is ready and the ingredients are ready. So what I'll do is I'll start making the dal makhani, and for that I'll just turn on the gas and put this pot over it and wait for it to become hot. Now the pan is hot, so I'll add the oil and the whole spices and just wait for them to crackle. Yeah, this is ready. So I'll add the ginger and garlic paste. Around 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. And now some red chili powder. Around 1.5 teaspoons. What this does is, it really brings out the color, the red color of the tomatoes. Now the basic tadka is ready, so I'll add the tomato puree. And around 8 to 10 cubes of butter. And now I will cover this and let it simmer until the tomatoes are really dry. And making them dry will cook them through. Otherwise, there will be a sour, very raw taste of tomatoes, right? That needs to go. Otherwise, the taste of the dal makhani won't be proper, right? So make sure before adding the dal, the raw taste of tomato has gone. To speed up the process, you can add a little bit of sugar. Sugar helps to take out that raw sour flavor of the tomato, right? So I'll just let it cook for around 5 to 8 minutes. Now the tomatoes have cooked thoroughly, yeah, and the raw flavor of the tomato has gone, and as you can see, it has become quite dry. So I'll just add a little bit of water. So that the tomatoes don't burn, right? And then I'll add the dal. And I'll just mix everything thoroughly. As you can see, even the dal have become a little bit green, right? This is because all the dirt has gone and it has soaked and boiled beautifully. Now I'll add the rest of the water. And I'll add the spices. Some turmeric, around 1 teaspoon, around 2 to 3 teaspoons of cumin powder, around 1.5 teaspoon of garam masala, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon pepper, and a lot of butter. And I'll mix everything together. Now if you want, you can add a little milk to it. It gives it a really nice and rich texture. But it will dilute the color. It won't be as dark chocolatey brown as you might have seen normally. I'll cover it and I'll have to cook this for around 3 more hours, right? For this recipe, it will cook for around 3 more hours. And For the 3 hours, I'll need to periodically stir the dal, keep adding butter and water, right? Obviously this will become dry, so I'll just need to add some water from time to time, let's say in every 5 to 10 minutes, and butter, as much butter as you want to, because dal makhani we don't eat regularly, it's not a regular dish, so once in a while you can have something which has a lot of butter. Now the dal has been simmering for over 3 hours, and yeah, it has cooked beautifully. Now I've added a lot of milk to it. Just to show you, I mentioned that adding milk will change the color. So I had added milk just to show you how the color changes. Now as you can see, it becomes a little lighter, but the taste changes dramatically. Now I will finish this with some crushed kasuri methi. And put the lid back on, so the flavor of the kasuri methi infuses with the dal. And now once it cools down a little bit, it will be ready to plate.